We now know the names of 2 Canadians who died as a result of the attack. 2 other Canadians who were hurt have not been identified. The CBC's Laurie Graham has more about who the victims are. Laurie.
Wendy, the news from Kenya has been shocking to Canadians, but for 2 families, one in Vancouver, the other here in Ottawa, the news has been devastating. Anne-Marie Deloge had been working in Kenya for the past 2 years in the Foreign Service. On Saturday, she took a trip to the mall with her husband, Robert Monk. He survived the attack. She didn't.
We lost someone who was serving their country abroad, someone who was a member of our team in our embassy in Nairobi.
Deloge worked as a visa officer with Citizenship and Immigration, but this past summer was seconded to Border Services. She was from Ottawa, where her parents, 2 former diplomats themselves, still live. They declined to speak, but some of her friends chose to share their feelings on social media. "You will be missed, Anne-Marie Deloge. You lived and enjoyed life so much." From another friend, "Feeling sad for the loss of our beautiful Anne-Marie. I will always remember the girl who loved her friends, always had a kind word for you, and was passionate about her work." A second Canadian, Naguib Damji, a businessman from Vancouver, also died. Foreign Affairs says it is not authorized to release his name, but his daughter told CBC News her father died of a heart attack after an explosion. She shared her grief on social media. "Dear friends and family, my dad lost his life in the Westgate Mall shooting in Nairobi. Thank you to friends and family for all your love, support, and warm wishes. We still need your prayers to get us through the next few days."
At current, we're obviously still on high alert for our diplomatic staff and wanting to take every reasonable measure we can to secure their safety.
Today, the Prime Minister called the attack a cowardly act.
Obviously, our assurance is that we will continue to work with our partners internationally to do everything we can to fight terrorism.
2 other Canadians were injured and hospitalized following the attack. Foreign Affairs has not released their names, Wendy, but says Consular Services has been in contact with the families and continues to offer assistance.